and this is SFA Now.
Hello, I'm Alexis Morgan, and welcome to another edition of SFA Now. Joining me is Katy Canchola, Director of Fundraising for Driving Jacks. Thank you for joining us, Katy.
Thank you for having me, Alexis. It's an honor to be representing Driving Jacks.
Of course. So, Katy, can you start by telling us a little bit about the organization? What is Driving Jacks, and what do they do for the community?
Absolutely. Driving Jacks is a safe ride program here at SFA. We are free, non-judgmental, and confidential. What Safe Ride program means is we take you from anywhere in the Nacogdoches area within the loop, and we take you to your place of residence that night, meaning your home or wherever you're staying that night. We offer our services to SFA students, but not only to SFA students, but also to the community, the Nacogdoches community. Our main goal is to make the roads of Nacogdoches safe and know that you get a safe ride back to your place of residence. The big thing is a lot of people will think that, only people that drink can take our services. Mm-hmm. No, that's absolutely false. Anyone, if you're just want to go home early one day, or you're at your friends, we will take you home. We're just wanting to get you safely to your home.
Okay, wow, that's awesome, Katy. So I've heard a lot about Amy Shields. I'm sure most students don't really know her significance to the organization, or really who she is and what she represents. Could you tell us a little bit about Amy and why she's so meaningful to this organization?
Yeah, Amy Shields, she was an SFA student here. She was an AKO and SGA. She went to A&M one weekend and she saw Carpool. Carpool is the same thing as Driving Jacks, just at A&M, and it's a lot bigger. But she came back to SFA and she wanted to start it up because she just absolutely loved the idea. Before she could start it up, though, she was killed in a drunk driving accident here in Nacogdoches. So 3 of her SGA friends that knew Amy and knew that they needed to do this for her, they started it up. And now Amy is like our legacy, and she's basically our little angel that is always with us. And we're just so grateful that she had this idea and that she was so passionate and her friends were so passionate to start it up.
Oh, that's amazing. So Amy is very representative of Driving Jacks. Mm-hmm. Why is this year so special for you guys, especially this year?
This year actually marks the 10th anniversary of her death. It was October 2004 whenever she was killed, and we wanted to show the community and SFA students how precious she is to Driving Jacks. So we had a memorial for her, and it was really nice. We had it on October 17th of 2014 at the Spirit Rock. Not only are the members of Driving Jacks not associated with her anymore, we don't know her. SFA students don't know her. The community, they don't know her. Mm-hmm. New residents that come in. So we wanted to show why Driving Jacks is Driving Jacks and who we're honoring.
Yeah. So you spoke of the memorial. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about what really happened at the memorial that Driving Jacks held?
Yeah, I sure can. So our memorial was at the Spirit Rock. We painted the Spirit Rock lime green, and we had put in memory of Amy Shields. In the beginning, we see balloons, and we have, it was kind of like a candlelight visual.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So in the beginning, for Just Our Members, we did a string ceremony. The string ceremony was basically, the string represents Amy Shields. And we would put that on our wrist or anklet, and so anytime that we look down at that string, we see Amy. So Amy helps us throughout our life because we can learn a lot from her, and also when we work that night, we're doing it for Amy. So we're always in reminder of Amy. After that, like I said, we had a candlelight visual. Our president, Carissa Jury, she spoke also. She had a little speech and talking about Amy Shields and how grateful we are for her and that, you know, we wouldn't be here without her. And then we opened the floor up for anybody else that wanted to say something. And so if you didn't feel comfortable, we had little pieces of paper that we wrote, "Thank you to Amy," and then we put on a balloon and we let the balloons fade away into the sky, you know, symbolically. So at the very end, we did a huge group hug. We had emailed the Shields, Amy Shields' parents, and we had asked them to come out, but they weren't able to. But they said that Amy absolutely loved hugs, and they asked us to do a big group hug at the end of the memorial. So we did.
That's so amazing that y'all keep her memory alive, and she's somewhat of a guardian angel for you guys, and y'all just want to educate students in the community about her. That's really amazing. Joining us now is Zack Griffin, the treasurer of Driving Jacks. Now, Driving Jacks offers several services, that your main service. What else do y'all do for the community? What other events do y'all hold or host?
The Chamber of Commerce always keeps us in mind whenever they do events on the square, so coming up next semester, we're probably going to be participating with the Wine Swirl, but this semester we've done the Boots and Brew. We'll also do the Golf Bash next semester, but also for the community recently, in this November, we ran shuttles, is the word I was thinking of, to the polling places to help students vote.
Wow, awesome. So what are some common misconceptions about Driving Jacks that you guys have gotten?
The biggest one we get is that we drive our own cars. If you notice, we drive a lot of minivans.
Yeah.
And there's not that many students that drive minivans. That's like the big one. We rent our cars from Enterprise. Since we rent every weekend, we get a slightly discounted rate, so they help us out a lot. They're a great sponsor of ours. Another one is that we're funded through the university. A lot of organizations get money from the school. We do not. That's why we have a great fundraising director. We have to raise all of our money ourselves to keep the service going. So we rely on sponsors like Enterprise and fundraising and searching for grants and kind of scholarships for the organization.
Okay, gotcha. And speaking of that misconception about the getting like money from the school and stuff, as fundraising director, Katy, what do you do to ensure, you know, like that Driving Jacks does have that money to operate?
We do a fundraiser each month, so I've kind of developed a T-shirt for each fundraiser for each month. It's funny because college students, they absolutely love T-shirts, and so even if we don't have money, we still get a T-shirt. So we kind of had a flashback, or flashback, throwback kind of T-shirts. So we brought T-shirts back, and then we brought new T-shirts in, and so each month we have a T-shirt sale. So that's another thing. We also do the car bash. The car bash is a really big thing. Yeah, we try to do it within midterm, the dates for midterms, so people can come by and, you know, beat the car up. Yeah, for midterms. We're always looking for different things. We have sponsor nights where we go to like a restaurant in Nacogdoches, and they give us proceeds of, you know, a certain time where people go and buy things, and half of that, or like a portion of that, goes to Driving Jacks. So we're constantly just developing new things, and we also do concessions for Aramark at the football games and at the basketball games.
Okay, so that helps out. That's a lot
Yeah.
of things like to get y'all to operate.
Yeah.
And so what is a typical night for you guys of operating for Driving Jacks and the members?
Well, officers show up at 9 o'clock. We rent the cars on Thursday night at 9 o'clock. The officers will go check the cars, write down the gas and mileage. Members should be there at about 9:30. We kind of do a point system, so the more you work, the higher priority you are. So if you work a lot, you get to pick what position you want. So we assign the positions like that. After we do that, we do kind of a refresher to remind the members of our policies, and then we take our pairs and we make them hug. Yeah. We just recently started doing that. And then we just start going. We take calls, and as soon as we get a call, we can dispatch a car out. And then at 3 o'clock, we turn the phone off. We finish any rides that we have left, and then we come back in, ask everybody how their night went. If it was all great, it's good. and then we're done for the evening.
Awesome. So I recently heard that you guys tailgated at our home game. So is that something, how was that? And is that something y'all are going to continue at future home games or just special occasions?
Yes, it was so awesome. Our two community officers, they set that up, and our sponsor relations officer, they set that up, and we got a lot of people to come out. We gave out water, and we had little koozies for everyone. So it's only going to be a homecoming thing, mainly because we do have concessions. So a lot of our members have to go and participate in the concessions because we, this year in football has been a great crowd, so busy. Oh my gosh. So homecoming is our little thing that we're going to do for tailgating, especially because it's homecoming, and our DJ alumni, they come for homecoming, and so they came to the tent and they kind of worked with us. So it's only going to be for homecoming.
Okay, awesome. And if people want to follow y'all to get more information, where can they do so on social media?
Well, we recently just released a Driving Jacks app, so that kind of conglomerates all of our stuff together, but you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all those at Driving Jacks.
Okay, awesome, guys. And can you remind our viewers of your operating hours and what nights you operate?
We operate Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 to 3.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Let's see. What are some what can we see from Driving Jacks this year? What is something else that we can see?
Well, as this semester is coming to an end, we're not doing much more this semester, but next semester it's a really busy semester for Driving Jacks. In the spring semester we do a 5K. So yeah, Driving Jacks, and also the alumni of Driving Jacks, they help with that. We hold it over at the track or the commuter lot, whatever place that we can have it. It's a very big money-making thing for us. It's one of our, it's a 5K, and people throughout the community come. Not only do we have the 5K, we also help with the golf bash at the Nacogdoches Country Club, and there's something else that we do in the spring, and I just can't remember. But we do, and we're always doing things. The Blueberry Festival. That's in the summer though. But we help, I guess Rotary or something. We help take people from downtown to the blueberry farms. So we shuttle them there and back. So that's one of our big things that we do in the community to raise awareness for Driving Jacks.
Okay, awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for your time today. And that's all the time we have for today, guys. Thank you for joining us on this edition of SFA Now. I'm Alexis Morgan, and we'll see y'all next time. Axe 'em Jacks.